Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're doing our 2024 horoscopes, and this video is going to be for Cancers. So this is going to be for people who have their sun sign in Cancer. That's the intention, but remember, if you have a rising in Cancer or a moon in Cancer, then you might actually resonate with this. I know a lot of people who have gone through their Saturn return already. A lot of them actually resonate with their rising sign a lot of the time. So please take this video as it resonates with you, and we can kind of go from there. As what I plan on doing today is we're really looking at your year ahead. So we're going to go through each month, see what are potential challenges or even celebrations that are coming up for you in that time, and really have this be a video that you can come back to throughout the year to watch and see if like what's coming for your month on a pretty broad general basis. I also will be doing videos for the horoscopes for each month starting for January. So you guys can go watch those as well and see how they might actually click or align together with this video. Yeah, so without further ado, we'll get into your reading for what is coming up for your 2024 Cancers. So, da 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 da. Alright, so I plan on using this tarot deck, and then we'll do a pull at the end from our self-love oracle to kind of just give you maybe a chakra or some things to kind of just focus on here for your year. So, getting into it. January, the Knight of Pentacles. I see you either maybe starting a new job, or even kind of just like you feel like you're in a really good place in your life right now. And things feel really steady. You have like a consistent routine. Or you're developing a consistent routine, which you're really happy about. So like, I get up at 6 a.m., I go to the gym in the morning. It's like those New Year's resolution goals are hitting really, really well, and you're sticking to them throughout the month of January. It feels really good. Like you're eating dinner at a certain time, you're doing your exercise, you have your work schedule, and you're able to fit in all the things that you want to do. Maybe that's you want to do journaling every night, or you're writing a new book. And you're keeping really consistent with that here in January. For February, the Five of Wands card. So I do see that you do have some conflict coming up with either a group of peers or people at work or within your family. But you do have a conflict coming up that's going to be external to you, where people are kind of maybe fighting for their opinions, or there's like an argument that people are just like, they can't let go of. In this case, I almost feel it as like you're fighting with someone else, where it's like, this is my opinion, this is my thing. Why are you trying to impose your ideas onto me, or like their emotions onto you? I definitely feel be wary of people projecting on you in the month of February, where the things that they're saying might actually not be a you thing, but a them thing. So that's what I'm seeing for February. Going into March, so the Hierophant reverse. So if you're in a relationship, or if you're in like the middle of trying to figure out like, or I could see you like leaving your job. So for the relationship, I could see this maybe being a breakup. This isn't always the case. This could also just you being a breakup from a job or a group of friends, or an organization that you just don't align with anymore. I definitely feel it as like a falling out of love or a lack of commitment. This could also be you maybe finding some struggles within like your day-to-day routine or your day-to-day life, where you're like, I can't do what I've wanted to do, or these new habits that you were forming in January, they kind of fall by the wayside here in March. Due to like, I think external factors that are kind of influencing you, that have kind of pulled you away to reprioritize things, where they aren't about you anymore, or that self-love or self-care, and is now going into external things that have kind of come up for you, by no fault of your own, it feels like. I almost am also feeling like maybe there's like a giant medical bill for some of you in this month. Just with the big Hierophant card, I always see this as like big business, big corp, the big man on top, or government as well. So like a hospital to me is coming to my mind. So I just see maybe a really big hospital bill or some sort coming in the month of March. For April, the Wheel of Fortune upright. So I think you're going to have a lot of good luck in April. So whether or not that's like you maybe you do like a call into a radio show and you win some new tickets. You go and you get like a lottery ticket maybe. But a lot of this is about you've been doing a lot of hard work, whether or not that's on a business, whether or not that's in your relationships with a friend, with your family, a partner. I definitely see a lot of good luck coming for you in the month of April, where things like it feels like whatever you touch turns into gold a little bit. And it almost feels a little bit like also like you have a lot of energy to maybe do something that you haven't thought of doing. This could also just be like you've applied to like your dream job and you get called back for an interview and then get called back for another interview, and then like you get a brand new job that you thought was like you'd never get in your life, like a dream job of sorts. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here in April for you. Looking to May, we have the Justice card. So I think something in the past that someone or something in the past that you've like thought about, like you're gonna be proven right, or something you've been fighting for, like you were right is the thing that's going on in my head. Like you were right, they were wrong, and this is the month that it's all getting proved, where the whole world is gonna be knowing that like, you know what, you were right about that, I was wrong about that. And there's like a sense of like, you don't need to go say I told you so, but I am saying that it's like that's the type of energy where it's like what you were feeling, what you were thinking, you were 100% right about, and it's going to be proven to other people around you that you were right about it. Okay, June, the Lovers card. So you might have a falling out with a friend group or a partner, or you might just have a really rough month with like communication, or even just having people in your life that you might just not be with anymore. But I'm really feeling that this is kind of like a minor argument that starts off as like a bottle of ketchup, but it's really not about a bottle of ketchup. So it feels like unresolved tensions or unresolved emotions are kind of being brought out when it comes to friends and or family or partners this month, where things have kind of been like slowly building up, and now it's turned into a minor argument that turned into a bigger argument about something even bigger that you guys just haven't been able to address. So I do feel like there could be a little bit of there could be a separation. Someone might just be sleeping on a couch, or you might not talk to someone for a while, but that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here in June for you. Looking at July, there's a decision that you're thinking about that I think there's a decision that you have been having to make, but you have not been making. It's like you know the answer in your head, but you don't want to make it because that changes your entire world. It flips it on its head, and that leads to a lot of instability is what it's feeling like. A lot of instability and a lot of unknown and a lot of I'm not right, or it feels like you aren't right anymore about something. So it's like you keep dragging your feet, kind of you've ignored the problem, you're still ignoring the problem, and I don't think you're going to be able to ignore it anymore, and it's going to have to be addressed, because if it isn't, it's going to lead into something even bigger than what it's kind of already been brought into, with especially from the month before with some arguments. This could be about like a relationship, or like just relationships with other people, where it's like you've been holding your tongue, hoping things would get better because you've kept sweeping it under the rug and you thought you were going to ignore it. But in reality, it's going to keep rearing its ugly head every month, in minor things, because you aren't addressing the larger issue. Looking into August, we have the Emperor. So you coming into control of yourself and the things around you that you can control. I almost think that like this dragging of your feet is leading you to empowerment, where instead of you now dragging your feet, I think you are now flipping it and actually now saying, this is who I am, this is what I'm standing for, this is what I want, and if you don't want the same things, you can go. The general caution I would have here is, please, you can when this type of energy, it feels like you can ostracize people and and maybe emasculate individuals around you, uh, or they feel a lot lesser than, because you are kind of coming in with a pretty domineering sense of what you want, and that is going to, I don't think, be taken well by some people. But the people who aren't going to take it well, they won't be sticking around, it feels like, because I don't think they're going to want to. But that's definitely you coming into your power. So we have, it's May, June, July, August, September, the world. You are starting a new cycle, my friend, whether or not that be a new job, a new relationship, or just starting off a new chapter of your life. Because it feels like, okay, so you dragged your feet, you're now starting your new, like, insecure way, and you're really putting yourself out there, you're setting your boundaries, and really communicating what you want. And then with the world here, it's like you're ending an old cycle and you're starting something new. So I'm really wondering here, it's like, this feels like, maybe this is like new relationships that you're doing. It feels very relationship heavy, for Cancers this year, especially around friends, family, and significant others. So, like, with the world, it's definitely like you're starting something new. And with starting something new, you've kind of had to let go of some of the old. So this could be like you're starting a new relationship this year, or you're starting a new job, or you're kind of like, one chapter of your life is closed because you maybe had a breakup, or you had a fight with someone, you just don't talk to these people anymore, and you're moving into that next phase of life, is what it feels like. You're starting over. Maybe this is a move to a different location, a new job. Maybe you're cutting your hair and dyeing it. But that's kind of the energy I'm getting here in September. I don't know why I'm like so much struggling to remember these months. So yeah, that's September. Looking into October, the Nine of Pentacles. So with this starting over of something new, I definitely feel like you've got a lot of work that you're doing, and it's a little overwhelming, to a point where the Nine of Pentacles is all about kind of reaping the rewards of like everything that you've kind of had. It's the Single Lady card, and a lot of the like the Rider-Waite Tarot. In this deck, I'm really feeling it as you have the abundance, you have the things around you, but you aren't feeling like you've made it. It's almost like a little bit of an imposter syndrome. When in reality, you have done a ton of work. You have worked on yourself. You have cut the people out that you don't want. You're starting a new phase of your life. And I think you're just questioning whether or not this is really the true decision that you should have made. When in reality, this was kind of a long time coming. And now it's like, because you're in an uncomfortable situation, you want to go back to where you were comfortable. And I just feel like a little bit of a wishy-washy energy when it comes to, should I have done that? Because now you're in an uncomfortable situation, where I don't think you've been in a comfortable situation where you don't know everything, or that stability that you've been kind of had before is now kind of not there. So that's what I'm seeing here for your month of October. Looking in November, I think you have put a lot of dreams on hold in the past, and now you're trying to refigure out what your new dreams are. I'm definitely seeing here a little bit of a pause of figuring out, like, what are my new dreams? What your past dreams were aren't the dreams that you have now. Or you're actually revisiting old dreams, passions, ideas, that you've had, or things that you've always wanted to do, and you're trying to figure out, like, why did I stop going after these? Why did I settle for less? Is really the feeling here. And it's like kind of, I think, refiguring out and redefining what those old ideas, thoughts, and needs that you had or wanted to do with your life, and reconfiguring them for where you're at now, and kind of placing new points along the path that you need to hit to reach them now, because maybe they've shifted a little bit with the experiences that you've had. Looking into December, I feel like there's definitely a lot of people who are talking about you in December, and you're going to have to defend yourself. not in through words, but I think through your actions, where I'm getting the distinct impression that there's a lot of people talking behind your back, and I'm gonna say, yes, you can defend yourself. However, you defending yourself is actually, I think, going to cause more issues with the people around you. Um, my advice here is actually let them beat them off so they don't go over you, like they don't hit you, but let them just kind of fly over you. Or like let it just be water that runs down your back. You don't need to consume it. Um, a lot of it is, sure, you could defend yourself, but in this case, I'm really feeling along the lines of let them talk, let them go be petty. You don't need to be petty back. Though I know cancers can be pretty petty. So it could be a difficult situation. But I'm really feeling here, just let the shit fly. It's not, sure, it's being aimed at you, but it's not hitting you. So that's what I'm feeling there in December. So your theme of the year is all about Page of Cups, which I think is getting really in tune with your emotions and what you want to give and what you want to receive. And I think it's all about not settling for anything less than what you want and or deserve. Cancer, if you start settling for something, I'm going to come in and kind of give you a reaming myself. I don't want you to settle for just anything. I don't want you to settle for half of what you want. I want you to really put your foot down when it comes to, this is what I want, and I don't want to settle for anything less. Or I shouldn't say want. This is what I need, and I'm not going to settle for anything less. A great example of this that's kind of coming to my mind is, so say you're in a relationship, and you're like, this is what I need in a partner, but this is what I need. So this is what you need in a partner. So say you have like the top 3 things that you need in a partner that only a partner can give you. And then there's like the other like 6 things that you need that you would like from a partner, or like you kind of need from a partner, but there are other things that you can find with, say, other people, like friends, family, coworkers, people in your community. So pick like the top 3 things that you need, and if they can't meet those bare minimum requirements, then I don't want you to settle for that, because they aren't meeting your bare minimum. Sure, they can grow into the other things potentially, but you can also find those in other avenues of life. But I need you to find your top 3 things that you need in a relationship that only they can really provide. And you need to make sure that they meet the basic minimum requirements. Otherwise, those people, places, or things in your life, I don't want them there. And I don't think you should want them there either. Because if they can't meet the basic, the minimum standard, then you need to stop giving them chances so that they can then go away. And then if they then can come back and see those, then they can come back, but they need to work on themselves first. So the other piece to this now is, I just want to get you a card here from the Self-Love Oracle deck. So we have Elevate, Support. So this is a kind of the crown chakra. So elevate and support. So really, for you guys, I want you to support yourself and elevate your standards of who the people you're interacting with and the people who you are allowing in your life to be a high standard. I don't want you settling for something less than your bare minimum or your standard minimum. Like, have them strive to be better. Like, keep people to a high standard. Don't let others come into your life that don't deserve to be there because you're being nice. Let them come in because they've met and because they've also done the work to be there, to be a decent person. So that's what I have here for you guys today. If you liked that video, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're interested in seeing other readings like this, please hit the subscribe button. I do readings on people in pop culture, other pick-a-card readings, true crime readings, people on YouTube and TikTok. So I have a ton of different readings. If that interests you at all, please go see those. And then if you want to, I do have a TikTok that you can go and follow as well if you want to see other little like quick reads that I do over there. Just quick energy daily reads. And otherwise, I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me here to the end of the reading. And I hope wherever you are, you have a great day or night whenever you're watching. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!